I have been sending more than 30 LinkedIn connection every day in the past weeks, completely for free, using an AI agent and a spreadsheet and a Chrome browser. Tools like A-Reach or Dripify, they cost between 100 and 300 pounds a month without considering Sales Navigator. And today I'm gonna show you exactly how to build the same system for free using OpenClaw. And we are gonna see every step from installing OpenClaw all the way through the Cron creation on OpenClaw, and including the most difficult part that most people miss. There is one part where people get stuck all the time, and we also gonna see how to solve that. Okay, let's have a look at the first step. A-Reach and most of these tools, they cost between 100 and 300 pounds without even considering the Sales Navigator subscription. On top of that, I think is around 79 pounds to consider. And platform like A-Reach, they allow you to automate a sequence for outreach on LinkedIn. So sending first a connection and then following up, and you can build a customized sequence to automate the outreach. Because this is costly, you know, I wanted to automate using OpenClaw, and today we're going to show you the exact process. What we have been doing, we have created an architecture of how the system will work. Once we install OpenClaw, we will create a cron job, so an automated agent. Every day we run at 9 a.m. It will use OpenClaw to read the task and use the Chrome browser with your LinkedIn logged in to send the message template. It will use a spreadsheet with all the content on it, and it will go through each of the steps by highlighting and marking each of the steps of the process. So the first step will be to send a connection request. The second will be to send a first message, and after the first message, after 8 days, it will send a follow-up. And this will be all updated on a spreadsheet. The reason because this is working and doesn't cost anything is because OpenClaw controls the actual Chrome browser, without using any third software application, your real browser with your LinkedIn session. So important is that you don't exceed maximum of 30 connection per day. Otherwise, LinkedIn detection will detect any automated activities. It happened to me the last time because I sent too many requests in automation. You want to stay on around a maximum of 30 requests per day. But that means to be able to send these requests through your real LinkedIn account and browser, there is one thing that we need exactly to set it right, and I will show you later in 5 minutes. Speaking of automation, while we can scale our LinkedIn outreach, getting a newsletter right is still not an easy thing to automate, but you shouldn't be wasting your entire weekend trying to piece one together. That's exactly why we built Newsletterly. It takes you from a completely blank page to a stunning, fully curated newsletter in just minutes. You can build your list, track your insights, and save hours of manual work every single week. Newsletterly is actually one of our very own products, and because you're watching this, we're giving you a 30% discount on our annual subscription. You can find the link right down in the video description, or just head over to the newsletterly.com/pricing to lock it in. Just make sure to grab it soon because this offer ends on June 30th. So after the overview of the architecture on how to start, and you can copy this command for using your terminal to install OpenClaw. I've been creating a full breakdown list of the terminal commands for OpenClaw that you can find in the links below. I will attach that to the video. And first of all, we need to install Homebrew on Mac, so we can go ahead and install it. It is downloading. In my case, I already installed them, but just to show you the process, it's been installed. Okay, perfect. Now what we want to do is to install OpenClaw. It will take you through a setup that we can show you in details in a moment. Okay, and the first step that we have to do into the automation is to install OpenClaw. If you already have skip this part, you can go straight into the next step. But for who doesn't have a pretty simple and straightforward, we need to use the terminal. And if you are stuck in any part, use Gemini or any other LLM that will help you to set it up. The first step is to go on to openclaw.ai and use the one-liner to install the OpenClaw. So let's go through it. It's now installing. It will take some time. You're gonna have a coffee in the meantime. Okay, we need to approve the device to allow us to connect with the browser on the OpenClaw dashboard. So let's run and approve the device. It should now allow us to connect, and here we go. Your OpenClaw is set up. Okay, fantastic. And now once OpenClaw is installed, we should be able to chat with OpenClaw. If you got a problem to the setup, remember to use any LLM, Gemini, and Anthropic to help you, guide you too. I will also attach the full guide to the video, so it will help you to both set up OpenClaw, but also on creating the full automation system. I will now ask hey, so that we check if API to the Anthropic Cloud Sonnet 4.6 works, and then we will pass through the next stage. Here we go, we got this. So let's go. In the next part is basically we have to connect OpenClaw Chrome browser to your LinkedIn account and attach the cookie session so that every time we'll open it, it will have already the profile saved. So we go into OpenClaw and we ask to start a Chrome session, and here we go. Let's have a look. The process is gonna take a couple of minutes. We can let it do its thing. We will also test later on everything, and the connection is basically happen. Remember to sign into your LinkedIn account. It's really exciting we're doing this because I really want to save some money into automation system. I'm using different software, as I mentioned before. I think this will be a really game changer. So let's do it together. So it's basically okay, it is important that we mention to use the OpenClaw browser, not the browser that is basically your application. So browser, OpenClaw has its own browser feature, and that, as you can see now, it is running and is connected to my profile. So let's have a look if this is been completed. Okay, fantastic. and it's working. This part is basically done. We can pass to the next one. Let's check that everything is being set up for a moment. Fantastic. So we have completed this stage and verify. Let's now pass to the next stage, that we have to at this point set up the spreadsheet. So basically the brain of is basically the brain of the automation system. I have one spreadsheet I created that I'm using for me. What you need to have in the spreadsheet are the first name, last name, LinkedIn URL, the status, invited date, and connection date. And in this spreadsheet, we are basically missing a couple of columns, so we will add them, or we can even ask OpenClaw to do the column. So what we can do is to point out where the spreadsheet is. So we are going to locate where the spreadsheet is and copy the path and ask OpenClaw to basically do that. This is the location, and we can ask, can you please add the column? So we need to add to that column 3 columns, 3 new columns: invite date, connected date, and notes. And we can ask it to do it. And the trap here that most of the people are missing is that they are skipping the date column. It's really important to add it in because otherwise the agent doesn't know when basically the message has been sent and how to manage the follow-up messages. So the agent now is finding the file and adding that column to the spreadsheet. Done. And this is done. So now you will see in your spreadsheet the added column to it. That's fantastic. So that will allow us to run our automation system. Close it now, and we can now go to the next stage. And the next is we are gonna give OpenClaw the spreadsheet and do a test of the automation, so we can make sure it does work. So let's do that. You can copy, see everything in the link below. There is the full guide of so do it, so we can check this task. And now we will see the agent that should open your browser, connect to free connection in the list, and add them and update the column in the spreadsheet, so that will make sure it is updated. Yeah, it's already find the white row, the blank rows. This is OpenClaw controlling my browser, so I'm not actually doing anything, just waiting and see. Connection sent. Okay. The only things of this system, the downside of this system, is that you have to have your computer running, so you cannot shut the computer, otherwise it's not going to work. But you can in the meantime do other stuff, so that perfectly doable for the time that is doing its work. But here we go. We have basically had send the connection in automatically. Now the agent should update the spreadsheet. Let's check the progress. Okay, so let's have a look at the spreadsheet and see if this is everything as dated, invited with a date, and here we go. That's fantastic. So we have a clean and this is going to be perfectly done. So now we can go to the next step. Okay, we are ready to go to the next step. So we are now confirmed that the content can be sent, and now we can start to set up the full automation through a cron on OpenClaw. So the prompt is saying you are a LinkedIn outreach agent. You have the CSV file, and here you paste the location with all the column and optionally the industry. This depends where you want. When sending message personalized using the contact variable from the CSV, substitute the file name, last name, industry, company, or any other field present in the row. Use this naturally in the message text. Every morning at 9, run a cron job that does the following: find the row from the blank, invite them the connection, send a connection request, and update the status with invited, and record today's date into invited date. This is the second step, where it says find a row where the status is invited, but basically use different stage of the process to update the complete workflow. The important is that we need to update the messages. That in my case, I save them as an intro message and follow-up messages as TXT file in your main project folder, and then we can run this prompt. So let's try to do that, and we can also then ask to do a quick test. So let's paste the prompt here. I think here we will need to add the number of contact that can be done every day. So let's do it. So here we have the prompt. Let's copy the prompt and paste it here. Let's go and find it, but we can copy from here. We do the same with the text and with the other, with the follow-up. So the agent knows where follow-up messages are and the initial messages are. We just have to specify in this prompt we need to update that every morning we'll send, let's say, 30 connection and 30 messages max a day. Okay, let's now run it. We are almost done. It actually surprisingly easy. After you have set up everything, is basically pretty easy. That's fantastic. So basically it has created a Python script that will do the path every morning. So we can now basically try and see if it's working. Let's give it the start. And you are done now. In case OpenClaw is asking you to fix anything into the script, follow his direction, make sure it does follow the automation system. But as you can see, my automation is running and updating this every day. So it's no magic. I mean, if the message is not targeted correctly, or you are connecting with the wrong people, or if you are reaching out, not bringing value to people, still, of course, you have to make sure that all this is aligned with your product or your offering or exactly what you are asking to do. But this is a perfect way for an initial free automation system. In the description below, you will find all the details, the spreadsheet template, the architecture diagram, the template messages, and also all the prompts used with a pre-description guideline of this automation system. Please feel free to subscribe if you are new, and if this is bringing you value, please click the like button, and I will see you to the next one. Bye bye.